we are really excited to make this announcement. And with me, I have Upal Basu here. So Upal, why don't you give a quick background?
Yeah, hi, Nikhil. Delighted to be here. So I'm a long-term partner at NGP Capital. I've been managing this fund for over 16 plus years. Before this, I was actually an entrepreneur in mobile security and management and had a successful exit. So I have seen the technology industry from both sides as an entrepreneur and an investor, and I feel quite passionate about helping entrepreneurs build the best possible business for themselves.
Excellent, excellent. So, well, you have seen it all. Can you share the top 3 trends in the cybersecurity and especially in the application security and vulnerability management?
Sure. So the 3 big trends, broadly speaking, in cybersecurity at the end of 2023, the first one is consolidation, just generally across the stack. Customers want to work with fewer trusted vendors. So there's a shift away from lots of point solutions to platforms. So that's point number 1. The second big trend is just a shift towards responsible AI. Everyone recognizes the benefits of AI, but large enterprises especially do not know how to manage that environment. So they want responsibility both from the vendor and from the employee side to trust people to actually use those environments safely. And third, and not the least, and probably the most, is app security. I think there's a recognition that security needs to be baked in during the product creation process, not post-deployment process. The whole history of IT, the last 50 years, has really been about managing security after the fact. But I think there's a recognition that security needs to be built into products and code on day one. And the reason is code sticks around for decades. Code which has been written 30, 40 years ago is still being reused, cut, sliced. So once, if you write code properly, if you secure it properly on day one, over time, companies will be more secure, customers will be more secure. So we think actually app security and the consolidation of that space with better platforms which can actually monitor the entire end-to-end deployment cycle is going to be very important over the next few decades.
Well, thanks for sharing the insights. And what led you to invest in ArmorCode?
So for us, it's really about the people first. So we actually backed ArmorCode mainly because of your leadership and the way you were driven to build a company, really from first principles. So one was about the leadership and your passion for solving customer problems. The second, I would say, is how you went about and you're looking and identifying the real challenges in the industry today. And rather than following some kind of acronym-based solution, but actually you landed on this problem through a discovery and a process and an interview process, which we believe is the right way to build a company. And I would say, thirdly, I think when I think about the customers which have the biggest problem, the enterprises, I think you've attacked this problem with the broadest set of integration, with the largest number of tools. And I think that is the right way to think about it. Customers don't want a partial solution, they want a platform solution. And I think ArmorCode has built this product really from a holistic 360 view, but also by the broadest set of integrations with third party. So because of that, and through a pretty detailed discovery process, we decided to back ArmorCode.
Thank you.
Maybe I can throw a question back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, the thing here is, with the growth that we are having, right? So we grew last year 5x, we are, shooting for 3x growth this year. There's a tremendous amount of traction with over a dozen Fortune 500 customers and Big Four and largest GSIs integrated as a partner. So, we are basically, we took this investment when, investors like you and, Haaland reached out to us because we want to leverage this opportunity to grow and expand the team by around 20 to 30% in next 6 to 12 months. And, as you mentioned, our discovery was that platform is the way to go. And definitely we started with ASPM capabilities. We added RBVM capabilities. We launched, CI/CD posture management, SPOM aggregation, and some of the other capabilities. So we'll continue to invest in product development, product strategy, and also we are going to make big investments over there. Second thing here is, enterprise companies from my last 25 plus years of experience are built on channels, right? So we want to double down, rather triple down our channel strategy. So we will be making a lot of investment in channel. And last but not the least, this problem is global and ubiquitous. And we are already seeing some early tractions in Europe with some large customers with multi-year contracts. So we plan to, do a European expansion, and hence, the NGP becomes very strategical from us from that perspective. And yeah, so again, thanks for your time here. And before we wrap it up, tell us one thing that, other people may not be knowing about you.
I'll give you two maybe. The first one is my love for cricket. I started playing cricket when I was maybe 4 or 5 years old and played all the way through college. So I put in more than 10,000 hours of cricket in my life. And if in a different decade like now, may have taken it more professionally than I did when I was a kid in the 80s. So that was one. The second one is I'm a global traveler. I've traveled to over 50 countries. I want to travel to over 100, so I am working on that as we speak.
Excellent, excellent. Again, thanks again for your time here, Paul, and great to have you both as an investor and as a friend here.
My delight and pleasure too, Nikhil.